I'm Maria Ramirez, Founding Executive Director of Campaña Quetzal. We applied to a grant called Full Service Community Schools with Seattle Public Schools, and they coordinated the grant, and they chose 4 organizations, 4 nonprofits, and we were one of them, and the Y was another one. And so we would have monthly meetings as community partners. And through these meetings, we got to know each other, different organizations, and what we did. And so we found ways to complement each other and help each other out. If we wanted to offer computer literacy classes, the Y had a program to help us with that. Perhaps the Y wanted to have more Latino students enrolled in some of their programs, and so we helped get the word out to our parents. So it was a mutually beneficial arrangement we had, learning from each other and collaborating together, learning how we each worked with families and students and what we could pick up from that and take into our work. What makes collaboration work? Well, we have to remember that it's a process. Sometimes we get together with people and we're told we're going to be collaborating, and so we need to get to know each other. And so there's steps of getting to know each other, getting to know our strengths, getting to know what we need from the other partner. And so it's talking. Communication is a big part of collaboration, and also being quiet and listening is the other part, because you need to learn from your partner and they need to learn from you. And so what people see on the outside, what families or students may see, should be a seamless process. They don't know about the meetings that are going behind what they're doing, where we're talking and preparing and being ready to work together. So it's a process, it's an ongoing process. We're always making fine-tuning and learning new things and taking it into our work. Schools benefit from a collaboration because nowadays we see that the mission of the school is not only reading, writing, and arithmetic. There's the whole other piece of the child. There's a whole child, and perhaps there's a need for services for the child so that they can be fully in that classroom engaged. And so the benefit for the school is when the school brings in partners from the community, perhaps partners who specialize, who have the ethnic specialty or the service provision specialty. When a school brings that partner in, the school is then allowed to focus on education, on their primary goal, which is reading, writing, and arithmetic in simple terms. And then the provider can be there to concern themselves about the well-being of the child and the family. And so the benefit is that the school has brought somebody in who can work well with the family, competently with the family, and then the educators can focus on education, on teaching. And so that's a really good model in that I like the term full service community schools, because the kids and the families can come into school and be served for not only their education needs, but also those social service needs. And sometimes a school can be seen as a centerpiece for the community, a place that a family can go to after hours and get services. You go to a meeting and all the managers are there, the directors, the principal, and everybody's on board there at the table, but how it gets operationalized in the school, in the classroom, in the career center can be very different, because the message has to be carried from the leader to the actual staff that will be working with the families. And so sometimes the collaboration won't work when the message isn't very clear. What is our shared goal? What do we want to accomplish together, and how do we want to accomplish it? Sometimes one of the partners, that's their specialty, so they don't need to be told how to do it, but we need to agree on what our goal is and how it's going to happen. And so when we meet with the high level people, we need to make sure and then take that message to the people who are actually going to be providing the direct service to the families. So when there's good communication, there's good collaboration. And when there's good feedback, the collaboration gets even better.